So good. I got the grow light on me like I'm a YouTuber. But it's just my grow light. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have a very exciting video planned for today. This is a video I have been waiting weeks for because I have some begonias to show you guys. It all started a couple weeks ago. The beast is coming. Hi. Hi. So it all started a couple weeks ago. I was scrolling through on Etsy. If the planty people know, Etsy is sometimes a place to go for some really cool plants. I was shopping or just... Delta. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is so exciting to me. I am so excited to get into this box. So I made an order off of Botanicaz, which is a place, they sell a bunch of plants, but they're really known for their begonias. I've seen a bunch of stuff about them all over social media. So the other week I was scrolling on Etsy. If the planting people know, Etsy is kind of the move sometimes to find some cool plants. If you can't find them in person, like if you can't find a rare plant that you're looking for, look on Etsy. I highly recommend. There's a lot of really cool sellers that have rare types of plants that you can't find like pretty much anywhere else. So I like to scroll through there every once in a while, you know what I mean? When I'm bored, I have the Etsy app, so it shows me like stuff that they think I might be interested in, and it works, okay? It gets me like almost every time. And I was scrolling on Etsy when I saw one particular begonia, and it took my breath away, okay? I was literally in love the second I saw this begonia, and it was a Botanicaz begonia. And obviously, like I said before, I have heard of them. A lot of people have their begonias on social media. They're known for like making really cool, rare varieties, crazy looking begonias, all sorts of stuff. And so that is what started the purchasing of this order. Everything was priced really well. The one begonia that I did want was the most expensive, but it was on sale, so I was willing to purchase it. So I'll show you guys what it is when we get through there, but I couldn't just buy the one begonia, you know what I'm saying? I had to buy a bunch of other things. They did not have free shipping because I was in my mind trying to reach that free shipping threshold. And they did not have that. Their shipping was quite expensive. If I remember correctly, I'll have to go through the receipt, but the shipping was almost as much as the entire purchase. But at that point, I knew I was gonna buy it anyway because of this one begonia that I literally fell in love with so bad. Delta's here to say hi. Can you go away? Mommy's trying to be a YouTuber. Can you go away? Mommy's trying to be a YouTuber. Do you like begonias? Do you like begonias? Oh, yes, you do. You like begonias. Yes, you do. You like begonias. Yes, you do. You like begonias. Look at your face. Look at your face. Yeah, so basically I fell in love with one begonia. It caught my eye. I was looking on the Etsy app, and then I just started going down the rabbit hole. And I don't really even have that many begonias, but these are just so beautiful. And I've been wanting to buy Botanicaz begonias for quite a while. So that was the inspiration for this haul. So yeah, this is the box right here. It's pretty small. I think I got 12 begonias, but a lot of them were cuttings. So yeah, I just wanted to open these up with you guys, see what they look like. I've never ordered from Botanicaz before, so I'm interested to see what they look like. I do have some whole plants in here as well as some cuttings. So yeah, let's get into it. If you are interested in begonias and you want to see my haul, then keep on watching. I have some supplies over here. I open up the box just to make the process easier, but I have not looked inside. So I am literally so excited. I love new plants. I love new plant mail so much. It's like that, ooh, gives me that high, you know what I mean? So if you see this bin next to me, this bin is also for this video. I brought this bin from home and I filled it with some semi-hydro. Here, let me show you. It's mixed semi-hydro, perlite, and mini leca. Ooh. So that's what it looks like in there, and I thought this would be good. I originally brought it to make like a humidity dome situation in case I wanted to cut up some stuff, in case I wanted to propagate some ping, stuff like that, just while I was here, and I wanted to do some planty stuff, but it actually came in handy because this is the perfect perlite dust everywhere. This is the perfect vessel for propagating these begonias. Begonias, in my experience, do best in high humidity. A lot of these that I got were labeled can acclimate to room conditions, but I'm going to probably keep them in higher humidity than room conditions depending on, you know, how they do. All right, you guys, let's get into it. I'm so excited. Packaged very well. All right. Oh my gosh, it's so fancy. It's literally so fancy in there. And everything is labeled, which I was really hoping that it would be, because if you've ever looked at Botanicaz plants, they don't name them with like actual names. They're really just labeled with numbers. And that's very confusing to someone like me because I don't know anything about begonias. So I was a little confused by the number situation. When I was looking online, I just went purely based on look, you know what I mean? Like, I saw one that I really liked the look of, and I got that. The names are kind of confusing. I don't know what this little guy is, but this is, I think, the one that I'm going to open up first. I also want to get the order next to me so I can show you guys what it looked like on Etsy. I have a feeling this might be the cuttings because I got some full plants as well as cuttings. So let's see what's in here. This one was not labeled, so let's see. It's just a bunch of, whoa, yeah, okay, so these are the cuttings. I kind of wish they were labeled, but this was the one that prompted this whole order. And it's way smaller than I thought it was gonna be. These are what the cuttings look like. I'm gonna roll them out all and show you guys so you can see. So these are what the cuttings look like. They came all kind of bunched together in this wrap, which, I mean, I guess it's fine. They all look healthy enough. And this was the one that I wanted the most. Okay, so let me get the name. All right, you guys. So this is what I'm assuming. Yeah, this is what I'm assuming is the Botanicaz 36 Moonlight. Let's see if I can get that to focus. It is so stunning. I'm not gonna lie to you when I say I'm a little disappointed in the cutting. I paid, I wanna say $30 for this, which was by far the most expensive thing in my order. And here, let me show you what the listing looks like. So this is what the listing looks like. I knew it was going to be a cutting and I was prepared to do that, but I do feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that's not as nice of a cutting as the picture, which is fine. Begonias are super easy to propagate in my experience, so I think that this should be fine. Yeah, I mean, in the reviews, it looks like everyone else's cutting is pretty much the same size. I don't know. Okay, I guess I'm gonna let it grow out a little bit and go from there. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I'm like the most happy with this. I'm a little disappointed in the size, but super happy to have the plant. And yeah, I think it's going to be beautiful once I get it to grow out a little bit. Hopefully it propagates well for me, and then I can, you know, kind of grow it big and take a bunch of cuttings. But yeah, that's the first one, Botanicaz Moonlight. Botanicaz 36 Moonlight is the name of that one. So that one's the first one. And I have this bin next to me. I haven't added any water, but I'm going to immediately put this in there because I don't want it to dry out. So I actually have the water right next to me. I just have distilled water that I use to water my pings. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of water. Okay. I might have just added a little bit too much water, but it's okay. I'll let it dry out a little bit. And I'm going to take the cuttings and stick them in. I'll show you guys all what it looks like at the end, but I'm just doing this right now just so it doesn't dry out. All right, so that was the first one. That was the one I was by far the most excited to get. So I really, really hope that it grows. I love that plant so much. I've done a lot of research on it and seen a lot of pictures of it, and it is so stunning when it is happy and beautiful. So yeah, I really hope that one grows for me. This was another one I was super excited about. This is Begonia Gray Feather, and I got a cutting of this one as well. Let me look and see on my Etsy. I ended up paying like only a couple bucks for all these cuttings, and I knew that it would more than likely be okay because I'm decently good at propagating. I really love this one. This was one that had been on my wish list for quite a while, and it is like an angel wing begonia, so it's a little different than some of the other ones that I have here. I do like angel wing begonias, but they're not my favorite. I actually prefer like a rhizomaceous style begonia, so this one was different for me, but I just love the coloration and the pattern on the leaves, and so I did buy this cutting. I want to say it was only a couple bucks, which I thought was a good deal and should be super easy to propagate. So that's another one that I'm very excited about. It's so beautiful. I think it doesn't have the best coloration, but I think if I give it some pretty high light, it should bring out that like bright midrib a little bit more. So yeah, that's the next one. Super exciting. These cuttings all appear to be in pretty good condition. This one's gonna be stuck right in the semi-hydro as well. Alrighty, what is next? So the first two are arguably the ones I was the most excited about, so I'm very excited to see what all the rest of these are. But yeah, those were the two that I was so excited for. This one I do remember, I just don't remember the name of. It's kind of hard to see because they're so small, but I'll show you what the listing looks like as well, because this one's really pretty. Yeah, I had a feeling this one was the Begonia SP Gioue? Gioue? I can add the name. Again, super beautiful little cutting. I love the coloration on this. I love the spots, and then it also has like a light border around the leaves. Yeah, super stunning. Love this one. Another one that I was super happy and excited to get. I love that this one's a little bit different because it has differently shaped leaves. It kind of reminded me of Immaculata, but with differently shaped leaves. I did not pay this price that's on here. I think I only paid like a couple dollars if I remember correctly. I'll have to look it all up, but I think that's pretty crazy for the size, but I'm not like that into the begonia things. So like I said, I was shopping purely based on the look, but I'm not a rare begonia person by any means. I think that these are pretty, but I don't know if they're necessarily worth that price that's on there right now. Yeah, so this is the next one. Super beautiful. I really do love it, and I'm so excited for it to grow. All right, let's stick that one in the semi-hydro. This one almost looks like the red begonia that I got the other day, just bigger. This is a This is a Botanicaz 48. Again, like I said, just purely based on vibes. I love that it has the dark with the neon green together. And if you look at the back, it's got some red to it. It looks like it should be a pretty big leaf when it's all said and done. Do love this one. Oops, I already broke it. My plan is to stick this stem into the semi-hydro, but you can also propagate begonias by like cutting along the midrib. I've only done it a couple times, so I don't feel comfortable doing it with this one. I feel more comfortable going with the stem. It's so pretty. I love this one. This one was free, I want to say. It was like a free cutting added to my order. All right, so that one has been put in the semi-hydro. This one is really pretty too. I purchased these quite a bit ago, so I honestly don't even remember getting a lot of them. This is the Botanicaz 96 V.1. It's a crazy name, but look at this guy. It looks like I don't know, like poisonous or something. It's so pretty. This one is so cool looking. Honestly, not one that I probably would have gotten a full plant of, but I only got a leaf of this one, so I'm pretty sure it was free. It was like an add-on to my order, and I'm really obsessed with it. It's really cool. I'm so excited to see this one grow big. Yeah, this one's kind of sick. I like the red. I'm not really a red plant kind of person. Usually prefer them to be like just green, honestly. Like I don't even have that many variegated plants. I really just like my plants to be green, different variations of green, but this one's so cool looking. I am so excited to see this one grow. The stem is really flimsy, so I'm gonna pop that one right into the semi-hydro. I don't think it should be a problem. I don't know the growth pattern of it, to be honest. It looks like it could be a angel wing begonia, but I don't actually know. I don't actually know if it's rhizomaceous or angel wing. I bought a lot that have polka dots. I didn't realize I was such a polka dotty girl until I have all of these. But I guess that's what I'm drawn to. Now that I'm looking at the order, pretty much everything has polka dots, which, hey, I'm down for. So this is Botanicaz 79 V.5. And it says it can acclimate to house conditions. This one is so pretty. The cutting is not in the best shape, but I think it should be fine. It looks stunning. And the picture is what sold me. I'm just gonna stick this in semi-hydro. Look at this video. It definitely does have like a blue iridescence to it. Looks like a galaxy. It's so pretty. Yeah, I quickly became obsessed with this one, and I am so excited to see this one grow. I really, really hope this cutting makes it. And the listing says this one can acclimate to house conditions. So that'd be super cool. All right, so yeah, that's the next one going in semi-hydro. I'm just now realizing I don't have one of the cuttings, and I was curious because I got refunded something in the order. And yeah, I guess, because when I click on that one, it says, sorry, this item is unavailable. So I'm assuming that they no longer had that cutting, and so that's why I got refunded. Yeah, I was super excited about that one. This was the other cutting I had in my order. Oh, won't let me click on it, but I'll screenshot a picture. It's the leaf cutting Begonia Botanicaz 98 V.4. It has this really cool texture on it. Yeah, and I was super excited to get that one, but I guess it's unavailable now, so that's okay. This one as well, I don't think I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I'm missing 2 things. I guess that's why I got refunded. I think I got refunded $12. Yeah, that kind of stinks. Those are arguably 2 of the ones I was the most excited about, besides the Moonlight. So yeah, I guess they weren't available. I didn't even notice, but anyway, onward. So that was all the cuttings. I'll show you what they look like in here. I have them all in this bin in the semi-hydro. Again, like I said, I think I put a little bit too much water, so I am gonna let it dry out just a smidge before putting the top on and making it like a closed environment. They're so cute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I'm missing 2 things. Now we are moving on to the plants portion. No longer cutting, these are actual plants. Let me open up this big one first. It's called 222. I remember this one being super cool looking. The actual plants are packaged incredibly well. Try not to damage the plant. Tape is intense. Alright, there we go. Let's see if I can pull the plant out. Oh my gosh, there's so much tape, which is good for packaging. Okay. Take the cling film off. Oh my gosh, this one's so beautiful. Wow. Did I just throw out a leaf? I did. Okay, hold on. It just dropped a leaf, which is fine. I'm just gonna put it right in the semi-hydro. I don't know if it's gonna root, but I might as well give it a try, right? This one is a Botanicaz 222. Super cool looking. I love this one. This one was labeled as imperfect, meaning that I knew it might look slightly janky when I got it. This is what the selling looked like, the listing. So I would say mine looks pretty similar, if not slightly even bigger than the listing. And I just knew that I loved the look of it. This one is so cool looking. It looks like it might even have some new growth popping out, which is very exciting. I'm not gonna take all the tape and stuff off in the video, but just know that I'm going to be taking this off. I'm gonna let it grow in a little bit. Depending on how it goes, I might take some leaf cuttings to try and propagate some more, but they seem to be attached just slightly like misshapen and shipping, I guess. But yeah, that's what I would say about this one. I'm gonna let it grow in for a little bit, see how it does, and then maybe propagate from there. But yeah, this one is so cool looking. I can't really tell by the way it's growing if it's like an angel wing style or rhizomaceous. I think it might be angel wing, which is fun for the leaf shape. Absolutely obsessed with this one. Wow, super, super cool. And yeah, like I said, it does have new growth coming out. I hope it does make it with the shipping. If you can see, there's some little leaves popping out. My plan for this one is to, I think it's in soil, yeah, which is totally fine. I am going to sit this one in the bin as well when the lid stays on, so it is in super high humidity. I might as well take the tape off now since I'm here. But yeah, that's gonna be my plan for this one. I wanna keep these ones in high humidity while they do acclimate to my growing conditions. So it's gonna stay in the bin for a while. And I mean, I would honestly really like to eventually convert these to semi-hydro. Most of the begonias, almost every single begonia I have is in semi-hydro. So it's just the growing medium that I'm the most comfortable with. This does look like a really nice chunky potting mix though. And it is in a pretty small container. So yeah, I think that should be fine for now. And I'm going to plop it in here. And we're gonna get this one going. Yeah, Botanicaz 222. Very exciting. Put that one in there. All right, you guys, what's next? This says 222 V.1. Did I buy the same plants again? I don't even know. Oh, this was a free item. 222 V.1. I want, because I know they do a lot of like hybridizing and stuff, so this is obviously a hybrid of the other one, I'm assuming. This one's in a fancy container. Look at this guy. I do like the use of cling film. I think it's really good for maintaining leaves while shipping. I have had some that are in like cardboard or bubble wrap and stuff, and that damages the leaf a lot more than cling film does, or whatever this is called. Polyfill, not cling film. It's a fun container. All right, you guys, so let's take out this one. Ooh, I'm getting soil everywhere. Whoa, this one is sick looking. Wow. Wow, so that's what it looks like once I took off the first initial polyfill. That leaf, you guys, that is so cool. I absolutely love that leaf. Yeah, this one is a little wonky looking as well, but that's okay. We're gonna get it growing. It's a little bit like spindly looking. I'm wondering if it's just the natural growth or if it needs more light than what it was getting. Because begonias, in my experience, don't have these long internodes. They usually grow a little bit more compact. What I might do is cut this off and try to root this one in semi-hydro, because there are 2 plants in here. So I can keep this one plant in the soil and then try cutting that up and rooting it in semi-hydro. That might be what I do. So cute. Wow. Just taking the tape off. Now I can't help myself. Now I have to take the tape off. These are in such small containers. I understand it's best for shipping, but I'm probably gonna repot these soon because in my experience, begonias are very thirsty and I do not keep small nursery pots like this hydrated enough at all. So I know for my experience that I'm not gonna do well with keeping this well hydrated. So it's gonna have to go in a bigger container for sure, or self-watering or something like that. So yeah, this one is super cute. Botanicaz 222 V.1. I love this one. And I'm super excited to see this one grow. Alrighty, what is next? Let's see. I only have 2 plants left. Botanicaz 141. Yeah, I'm super excited about this one as well. Okay, so let's open this one. This one is a Botanicaz 141. I was initially drawn to this one because it has that blue sheen on the leaves again that I like. I have one of my favorite begonias in my collection is Begonia Taco Night, which is also just like the cutest name ever. And I was initially drawn to that one because of the blue iridescent leaves. I don't have that many that have blue iridescent leaves, so I would like to add some more to my collection. Figured out the best way to open this now. Alright, there we go. Okay, that's why they tape it to the plastic. Last time I was having a hard time like getting it out. It's taped to the plastic. They do a really good job of maintaining it in the packaging, not letting it fall out. Okay. I don't want to damage the leaf. Looks like there's only 1 leaf. Oh no, there's 2. This one is stunning. Oh my gosh. Wowza. I love how dark this is. This is like a spooky plant. Wow. And then the backs are so red, you guys. They normally have like a maroony shade. I feel like this is just straight up red, like blood red. That is so sick. With the light on it, you can see how it could be iridescent looking. Blue. Oh my gosh, it's flowering. It's got the tiniest little flower. The tiniest little guy. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Don't focus on me. Just know, I'll get a picture if I can. The tiniest little flower. So cute. Oh my gosh. Wow, this one might honestly be up there with my favorite. I don't even know. It's really cool. I am very pleasantly surprised with this one. This one was another free one, I want to say. And so I just kind of added it on thinking like, hey, it was going to be, you know, cool and pretty. But I really love it. And it's outside my comfort zone because I don't always go for foliage that looks like this. I really don't. I tend to lean towards the more green ones. I feel like I got a lot of plants in here that are not plants I normally get. A little outside my comfort zone, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. I'm branching out. I only got these begonias because of that moonlight, but now that I'm looking at other ones, the moonlight's like not even my favorite anymore. I like some of the other ones more. The moonlight is definitely my favorite foliage-wise, but it's so small I don't even know what it's gonna look like yet. Cutie! Love this one. Again in a small pot. When I pot, I'll probably pot up to like here. The same with all the other ones because they're pretty unstable right now. They're just like these one little thing, and so I think it needs to be potted up higher to make the plant more stable. So that's definitely going to be on the list for me. And I probably will keep this in soil for a little bit because it already is in soil. Usually what I like to do is grow it out for a little bit and then take a cutting from the plant and root that cutting into semi-hydro. I'm not going to convert these roots that have established in potting mix into semi-hydro because that usually tends to lead to rot if not done properly, and I don't want to risk that. So I'm gonna let this grow out for a little bit. If I want to convert it into semi-hydro, I will then take a cutting and go from there. That's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, these will definitely, you will definitely see a video where these are potted up into bigger nursery pots because I do not want to mess them up. So yeah, Botanicaz 141, that one's going right in, so cute. All right, you guys, last one. This is for sure gonna be my shortest YouTube video that I've ever done. But I hope you guys like it. This was a very spur of the moment purchase. You can't tell. I just saw the Moonlight and fell in love, so I ended up getting all these other ones, and I'm really happy with them so far. Like I said, I was expecting the cuttings to be a little different, but now that I'm looking at them, I think they're going to be totally fine. I'm much more happy with the plants than the cuttings, but that's to be expected. You know, cuttings aren't a guarantee. Well, no plant is a guarantee really, but I'm very excited about these plants because I know that even if the plant isn't doing well, I can always take a cutting from the plant and root it from there. All right, you guys, last one. This is a Botanicaz 220. If I remember correctly, this one has a blue metallic sheen as well. Did not open this one very well. All right. Ooh, another leaf gone. I don't know if I'll be able to save this one because it looks rotted. That's okay. Very, very similar to the last one. I got plants that look very similar. This is the 220. And it looks almost exactly the same, just a little bit different shade, a little more green. I thought this one was gonna be way bluer. Yeah, it's called blue metallic. I do feel like it looks similar, but I don't know, maybe the listing looks a little bit more blue. Yeah, I don't mean to sound negative. I feel like I'm sounding negative. It's just, I don't know. I was super excited about this one. I do feel like it looks a little bit different than the listing, but that's okay. Maybe it just needs to be grown out by me, you know? Again, a super bare stem. It's gonna need to be potted up pretty soon. I don't know how these were surviving in such small containers. There's a ton of aerial roots, so I feel like they probably had them in bins as well, like I'm about to do, but this is a small container. All right. Begonia 220, super cute. I do love the shape of it. I do think I like this one, the 141, way more. They're super similar looking, but this one has that like oil spilly blue quality, whereas even though this one is called blue metallic, it kind of looks like brown in my eyes. It looks like it's brown red, not necessarily blue metallic. All right, you guys, that was the last one. It's gonna go in the bin. I'll show you guys the final bin, what it looks like. So we have here all the cuttings in the front and all the actual plants in the back. They fit in here perfectly. You can see I put water in the semi-hydro, and I have all the plants in the back there. They should be getting water wicked up, so that should be fine. And then hopefully these cuttings take off. Yeah, super excited. Overall, I am very happy with this purchase. I think that these begonias are stunning. I can't wait to see them grow. I do wish maybe they were slightly larger cuttings. Like I said, this is the one that I spent $30 on. I know it is a very rare begonia, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like maybe it should have been a tad bit bigger. I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, it's just how I feel. But yeah, I'm super excited. I hope that this one grows really well and then gets bigger, you know, in my care. Maybe I'm just unfamiliar with the begonia world because, like I said, I don't have that many begonias, and I definitely am not into rare begonias. This is definitely a first time, you know, experience for me. I do like rare plants, but rare begonias are not one that I've ever really gotten into. So in my experience, I'm used to just, you know, begonias are a fairly inexpensive type of plant, but maybe I just got really rare ones, and that's just how it goes. $30 for a cutting. I really wish I had gotten those other two cuttings. I was very excited about those, but I clearly have a lot of plants here to take care of anyway, so I think it should be fine. I don't know how long it's going to take for some of these to grow. In my experience, the begonia propagations I have done take a little bit of a long time, especially if you are growing them from a leaf. So I am not expecting to see an outrageous amount of growth on this, you know, soon. I am going to put this in here, so it will have a lot of humidity and a lot of light. I'm going to be either putting this in my south-facing window at home or directly under a grow light, so it will get ample amount of light. I just don't know how long it's going to take before I start to see growth. I will keep you guys updated. I'll probably post like an update on these every once in a while. Vroom, vroom. I'll probably keep you guys updated so you can see what this looks like every couple of months or so and see what these plants turn into. But yeah, I'm super excited. I don't want to sound negative because I'm not. I did have a very good experience with this shop, and I do think that I will probably more than likely be buying more from them in the future. I will say the shipping was very expensive, so be prepared if you are looking on Etsy. I was just looking at it. I spent $70 on all these plants, which, well, $70 minus the $12 that I got refunded, so like $60. So yeah, that is it for the haul. I'm super happy with everything. I think they are all so beautiful. I am super excited to get into making more of a begonia collection, and this is definitely going to help with that. I just added 10 begonias into my collection. I probably only had like 5 or 6. I honestly don't have that many, so this is going to be a fun way to add a bunch and kind of learn more about begonias and, you know, what they like and what they don't like. So yeah, I'm super excited to get into this. I cannot wait to see what these look like a year from now and compare them to this video, how they started off as little cuttings. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know. Please let me know which of your favorite of the begonias that I opened up. They definitely are all very unique looking. I'm looking at them all, and I do have a preference for polka dotted begonias. I can see that. I think that that is super cool, a pretty unique trait. I feel like a lot of plants have spots, but not like actual perfectly circular or oval polka dots. I feel like that's something specific to begonias in my experience that I've seen, and just a really unique leaf shape, unique coloring, overall awesome type of plant. So yeah, I'm very excited about these. Cannot wait to see what they look like, and I hope they're going to be happy in this growth setup that I did. I think they will. In my experience, begonias have really liked this semi-hydro terrarium type environment that I do, and I think they should grow just fine. Alright, you guys, I think that is about it. I just wanted to share my haul with you guys. I am over the moon about these plants, and I cannot wait to see them grow for me. So if you're watching, thank you so much. If you like begonias too, or if you have a ton of begonias, please give me any and all advice that you have. Like I said, I am a fairly, I'm a fairly advanced plant parent. I have a lot of plants. There's not that many plants that I find challenging at this point. I have gotten my begonia care down packed, but I am more than willing to hear any advice that you want to give me. So yeah, let me know if you would like to swap any of these begonias. It's a cool way. Once they grow out a little bit, I will definitely be taking cuttings. Begonias are something that I like to take cuttings of because in my experience, the more you prune them, the better they look. So I will definitely be taking loads of cuttings of these as well once they get more mature. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much, and let me know if you liked it. All right, I think that's it. Bye.